Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading Abundant, Exalted, Immeasurable by Pasanno Bhikkhu. We're continuing today in Chapter 1, Refuges and Precepts. Traditionally, in the classical modes of cultivating loving kindness, the first person you generate loving kindness towards is yourself. So just be kind to yourself during this period of retreat. It's a great opportunity to have time for solitude and quiet like this, to cultivate mindfulness and continuity of awareness. Enjoy it. Don't tie yourself up in knots. I think loving kindness can't be separated from the Dhamma or anything else. Those qualities of letting go, non-contention, that's where loving kindness arises. When we let go of our moods, obsessions, worries, and fears, what's left? Loving kindness. We aren't contending, struggling, and fighting, feeling in opposition to the weather, the circumstances, the people we are with, or ourselves internally. There's just that non-contention, that non-struggle, that non-irritation. The quality of loving kindness is able to arise quite naturally as a result. It's a good idea to review how we're holding the meditation as we begin to practice. As we take time to establish and recollect the context of sitting here, just relaxing the body in awareness, ask, where am I holding? Where am I tightening? Say, okay, let's just relax and settle. Take a couple of minutes sweeping through the body, paying attention. Let's just relax here. Let's get settled. Breath coming in and going out. Tune into the breath and allow that feeling of settling to establish itself. Then establish continuity of awareness with the object of meditation. I imagine that everybody here has experience in meditation. People will have their own particular methods they are comfortable or familiar with. My own inclination and ease of familiarity are with mindfulness of breathing. So if I'm giving instruction, I will almost invariably use that as a framework in formal meditation. If you're using a different object for some reason, it's easy to extrapolate the instruction for mindfulness of breathing and turn it to whatever method or technique that you're using. It's very similar with walking meditation. Find a comfortable spot. If you like being in the shade, be in the shade. If you like being in the sun, be in the sun. Find a path that's nice and level and long enough that you feel comfortable, 20, 25, 30 paces or whatever. If it's too long, it's easy for the mind to start wandering. If it's too short, it's difficult to get started, settled, going back and forth all the time. Find something that's comfortable for you. The underlying theme is how to make it comfortable, bringing ease into the practice, whether it's walking or sitting. Or if you like standing meditation, you can do standing meditation. Again, it's not so much the posture or the method, it's how you approach establishing the mind, bringing attention to the object of meditation, sustaining and working with continuity. Where does the mind go? Does it drift? Does it get loose and nebulous? Or does it home in on the minutiae of the mind and get tied up and tight? Pay attention to what the mind is doing. Balance is an important quality to bring to the practice. How can you best sustain that continuity of awareness? That's where the mind becomes peaceful. It doesn't become peaceful just by forcing the mind onto an object and holding it there. Even if you succeed in doing that, it doesn't actually make the mind that peaceful. For the mind to settle, there needs to be a balance of interested application of energy and ease. If there's too much forcing, it creates tension. If it's too loose, the mind gets nebulous and cloudy and drifts. We need to balance the mind by working with what it is, whether it's sitting, walking, standing, or lying down. Continuity starts to kick in and allows the mind to settle. The Buddha talks about cultivation of mindfulness in all 4 postures. It's essential to develop continuity in the different postures. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at ease. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.